Once upon a time, in a world filled with explosions, slow-motion walks, and muscles that looked like they were carved from stone, a group of men redefined what it meant to be action heroes. These weren't just movie stars. These were larger-than-life legends who ran through glass, survived fireballs, and somehow, miraculously, dodged bullets in every scene. We looked up to them, wanted to be them, tried to do the splits like Van Dam, and ended up in the ER. But that was then. Fast forward a few decades, and let's just say some of our action idols are now dealing with a different kind of action, like knee pain, prescription glasses, and grandkids who don't believe they once saved the world on VHS. But don't worry, some of them are still kicking butt. Others are, well, enjoying retirement. Whether they've aged like a fine wine or like a forgotten protein shake, we're taking a wild ride down memory lane to see how our favorite action stars look and live now. So grab your popcorn, flex your biceps, gently, and let's check in with the legends of action cinema. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. The Rock never crumbles. Dwayne Johnson is one of the few action stars who actually got bigger over time. Physically, financially, and let's be honest, on every imaginable level. The guy started with $7 in his wallet, a dream in his head, and a raised eyebrow that could silence an entire arena. From WWE's electrifying ring to dominating Hollywood blockbusters, The Rock became the modern face of action. But what's he up to now? Let's see. He owns a tequila company, is building a billion-dollar empire, and works out more before breakfast than most of us do all year. The man is somehow aging backward. Like, how? Is there a secret rock fountain hidden in his gym? Sure, he's added a few more movie franchises to his name. Fast and Furious, Jumanji, Black Adam, and sure, his diet still involves 7,000-calorie cheat meals. But whether he's making business deals or bench pressing entire gym racks, The Rock is proof that legends don't retire, they diversify. Arnold Schwarzenegger, still the Terminator, just more grandpa. Next up, the original action cyborg, Arnold, "I'll be back" Schwarzenegger. In the 80s and 90s, he was the king of one-liners and destruction. Whether he was time-traveling, saving the world, or just holding the biggest gun known to man, Arnold was the action genre. Now in his 70s, Arnold still hits the gym like it owes him money. He's traded T-800 armor for flannel shirts and now spends time hanging with his adorable mini horses, Whiskey and Lulu. Yes, you heard that right. The Terminator is now a soft-spoken animal lover who makes TikToks with his pets. But don't get it twisted, Arnold still got that steel in his spine. He recently starred in the Netflix show Fubar and launched a motivational newsletter. He's part action icon, part wise elder, and 100% still a legend. Jackie Chan, the man, the myth, the bruised legend. Jackie Chan isn't just an action star, he's a national treasure. And not just for one country, for cinema itself. He wasn't content just acting. He launched himself off buildings for our entertainment. No stuntman, no CGI, just a man and a deep, deep disregard for gravity. In his 20s, 30s, and 40s, Jackie was a whirlwind of flips, kicks, and comedic timing. In his 60s and 70s, still doing stunts, just with a slightly longer recovery period. Now more focused on producing and giving back, Jackie is using his platform to mentor young filmmakers and promote Chinese cinema. He's also an ambassador for numerous charities and occasionally appears in family-friendly comedies that still pack in those iconic acrobatic moves. He's proof that being a legend doesn't mean retiring, it means evolving, and maybe icing your knees a bit more afterward. Chuck Norris, the meme that became a myth. You can't talk about action stars without mentioning Chuck Norris. In fact, by the laws of the internet, saying his name 3 times summons a roundhouse kick. Chuck wasn't just a martial arts master, he was a cultural phenomenon. He made Walker, Texas Ranger appointment television and became the face of stoic justice. And then, the internet did what the internet does, it turned him into a meme god. So where is he now? Chuck's in his 80s, but still looks like he could teach a self-defense class with one hand tied behind his back. These days, he makes rare public appearances, shares inspirational messages, and supports veteran causes. He might not be chasing down bad guys anymore, but trust us, if your Wi-Fi suddenly goes out, It might just be Chuck reminding you to get outside. He may not be doing flying kicks anymore, but he's still out there, just maybe on a different kind of battlefield. JeanClaude Van Dam, the muscles and mind, from Brussels. JeanClaude Van Dam, the man who made doing the splits cool. Actually, he made them dangerous, especially between two moving trucks. Back in his prime, Van Dam was the martial arts hero. Bloodsport, kickboxer, universal soldier, this guy wasn't acting tough. He was tough. And now, he's matured into a sort of wise, philosophical version of himself. He's still in killer shape, still has those iconic moves, and even pokes fun at himself in comedies like JCVD and The Last Mercenary. Van Dam now leans into his legacy with humor, humility, and a side of existential thought. You know, like a martial artist who's done a few ayahuasca retreats and still throws a perfect roundhouse. Sylvester Stallone, Rocky never retires. You thought we'd forget Sly? Never. Stallone is a one-man franchise factory. Rocky, Rambo, The Expendables, each character defined a generation of cinema. He was always the underdog who refused to stay down. And at 77, he still refuses. Sly is writing, directing, starring, and even podcasting now. He recently starred in Tulsa King, and guess what? He's still training like there's a fight tomorrow. Is he boxing in real life? Probably not. But would we be surprised if he did? Not at all. From Philly steps to film sets, Stallone shows us that age is just another opponent to knock out. Conclusion, the action may fade, but the legacy lives on. So what's the takeaway here? Muscles may shrink, hairlines may retreat, joints may creak like old floorboards, but the spirit of these action stars, that stuff's bulletproof. They inspired generations with grit, toughness, and charisma. They taught us to stand tall, fight hard, and deliver one-liners right before blowing something up. Now they're dads, grandpas, mentors, even memes. But most importantly, they're still icons. So whether they're flexing in front of the camera or sipping coffee on their porch, we salute them. The explosions may be over, but their stories? Still legendary. Which of these transformations surprised you the most? Hit the comments below and let us know who you'd want to see in one last action film, or a buddy comedy where they all move into a retirement home with secret weapons in the basement. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next nostalgia-fueled video. Until next time, stay legendary, folks.